Here we go. This is a nice top view of this pepper. It's called the fish pepper. Alright. Interesting plant. Interesting history behind it too. You can see that it's not consistent enough for me to show you a lot of it. It's a thin, tall, generally a single stem plant. It probably branches out later on, but it wants to grow like a tree, so it doesn't come out like a bush right away. It wants to grow up like a tree unless you top it. If you top it, then you're going to get it. But its natural growing pattern wants to grow straight up. Yeah, I know it's a little crooked. That's because it's fallen over a few times. The stem is very slightly raspy, very slightly, almost not even noticeable. It's not waxy smooth though. The leaf is of the narrow leaf type. You can see the back end of the leaf don't have the bulges coming out of the back. Okay, it's long, narrow, and pointy. There's no purpling in the stem at all. Okay, nothing unusual about the stem. There's no purpling at the nodes. It's nice and green. Alright, there's no branches coming off it anywhere. It's a single stem. It wants to grow up very tall, and then it wants to branch off at the top like a canopy. It's one of those kind of peppers. Like I say, you can top these plants and get in the bush right away, but it's always going to want to form a canopy. It's not going to want to shoot its first two stems off the bottom out and create like a bush unless you encourage it to do that. Its natural growing pattern is to grow up in the straight stem formation. Interesting fact about this plant is it's a variegated plant. You can see some of the leaves are not variegated. Okay, it's just random variegations in the leaves. That's not that right there is not leaf miners. This is variegated. This plant has different color tones to it. You can see here's a nicely pronounced little leaf coming out, but it's kind of awkward shaped and everything. But it's a variegated leaf. You see some of the lower leaves were doing it in the beginning. Then it kind of disappears. There's another leaf with some variegations in it. All right, that's not sick. That's actually part of the leaf pattern itself for this plant. The fruit that it produces is quite colorful, quite beautiful. I'll go over the history with you when I get inside. But yeah, we don't have any flowers or fruits on it, so I can't really review that yet. That'll get attached to this video once I get the update up. But this is a beautiful shot of what it will look like when it starts to get its variegations in it. It seems like it doesn't always get variegations. Maybe direct sunlight or really hot temperatures cause these variegations to come out. But nevertheless, that's a beautiful shot of what it looks like when it starts to get this variegated pattern to it. Very beautiful plant. So, yeah, that's the fish pepper. Okay, so the fish pepper, as you can see, has variegations on the leaves. You can even see in this image here, you can see some of the leaves look really variegated. I guess that plant just needs to mature a little before you start seeing major variegations like that. I'm not sure. It's not like my Variegata pepper plant that's really variegated like that. This one has variegations in it, and I think it's got to get a lot bigger before you really see that pronounced. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Here's the seed pack. Alright. Focus. There we go. 1160, Capsicum annuum. There's all your details. Nothing on the back. Still have seeds left. $2, guys. $2 for fish peppers. You can't beat that. Come on. Who don't want to eat something that looks like that? You know, I mean, come on. That's awesome. And they get nice and ripe and red, so I guess you can pick them both ways. But yeah, this pepper has an interesting history in America anyway. Let's scroll down and take a look. Here's a nice image of the leaf, the way the leaves look. You can see it's very similar to mine. Interesting variegations in the leaves. It's actually, this might be one of the plants that I actually bring indoors. I winter over. I might winter, because it's very attractive looking. I like oddities like that. Scoville units, 10,000. It's basically as hot as a jalapeno. It's not a killer. You can cook with it. You can put it in salad. It's not going to hurt you. It's just going to be a little hot. For the people who don't eat hot peppers, it's jalapeno. Some people, like my sister, I was eating jalapenos one day raw. And to me, when you eat them for a while, you don't really notice how hot it is, because you get hot, you cool off, you get hot, you take a bite here, take a sip of your beer. I like to do that with peppers, Sometimes I'll grill them. I'll show you how you grill a pepper the right way. They just charred a little bit on the outside, and you eat that. It's beautiful. It gets a little bit soft on the outside, and then it's nice and crunchy on the inside. You can cut them in half. And so anyway, I was eating jalapenos, and I was drinking my beer. And I bit into it. I was eating on, and I said to her, here, you want to take a bite of these? She's like, is that hot? I said, no, it's not burning me. I don't know if it's hot. It's hotter. It's got heat on it. Yeah, it's a little hot. And she went and bit the thing. You should have seen her go into a spasm. She completely freaked out. And to me, that wasn't even that hot. I would say that was even lower than 10,000. I'd say that I was eating those things for like, I don't know, 5,000, 8,000, I'm guessing, somewhere in that range. It weren't that hot if I'm eating them raw, believe me. And she bit that thing. She freaked out. She freaked. Her eyes were tearing and everything. I was scared. I thought I did something. She was saying, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I think she dramatized it, but it was an experience that I'll never forget, So some people ain't used to these peppers, and if they do want to start fooling around and start eating these things, you better be careful, because if you're not used to heat, you got to kind of build yourself up a little, get used to it, put it in salads, cook with them. Once you start frying them and stuff, the heat lowers a little bit, Eat it with different foods, but if you're not able to handle it, don't eat them raw, because even a jalapeno can really do a number on you, and I've seen it myself with my own eyes. So just ever since then, I've been really cautious, who how I handle peppers and who I eat peppers. I make sure that you either ate them already before, or you're going to take the chance on your own, and I'm not offering you nothing. You have to reach in and grab the pepper and eat it, basically. Now, I don't want to be responsible for somebody choking on their own tongue or something. I don't know. That wasn't a good experience, trust me. So here's the details. You can read this. This will be in the description below, but read these details. It's a very interesting history on this pepper. I'm very attracted to it. Being I'm basically from this area. I live pretty much all around the tri-state area. I haven't lived in Boston per se, but I have lived all the way around here. I've never heard of this pepper. And I lived in the Garden State. And the Garden State, there's a lot of varieties in New Jersey that are specific to New Jersey, especially some of the tomato varieties. You can't even get seeds for them. So, I know farmers and stuff over there that I'll eventually work my way over there after I do all these seeds and these reviews this year. I'll eventually work my way over back to these farms and buy some of these tomatoes off of these guys. And I'll get the seeds, and then I'll grow them and show you what they're like. They're not that far out of the range of things, but they are different. They're unique to that state. So anyway, that's your fish pepper, all right?